All right, I think we're live. I think. Question is, does a post get put in Discord for me going live? That is what we're going to check out. I finally got it set up where it should automatically at people that I've gone live. We'll have to wait and see. What's up, Tortson? How's it going? I feel like it's been forever since I streamed. How are you? Yo, what's up, Cam? How's it going? She picked up my phone, instantly got a notification. Look at us go. Shout out to the Noti gang. Having notifications on, that's crazy. Still nothing in Discord yet. Starting to lose faith that I set it up correctly. Just so we're all clear, there's supposed to be an alert that goes out into Discord from the Botrix app bot thing that I use. But it hasn't gone out yet. Here's what we're going to do just in case. I'm going to copy the video URL. It may just go out like late. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then just in case it does go out later, I'll go back and check it. But that should take care of what we need to have done. Oh, good evening. New stream watcher of yours from the Netherlands. That is a very long ways away. Well, welcome in. Happy to have you. Gotta make sure everything on here is situated correctly. Now I'm gonna shoot straight with you guys. I don't really know what I'm doing this episode. I know some things that I need to do, but IRL has been absolutely crazy the last 2 days. Part of it's that the house is actually going really well. We had our appraisal inspection, which is like the last thing that has to happen for us to sell our house. We still have to do that on the new house, but all of that went really well. But it meant we were out of the house for a little bit. The worst part was that work absolutely blew up this weekend, and I had to do like 15 hours worth of work on Saturday and Sunday. On top of working my normal 8 hours today, which just means that I've had zero time to prepare for this stream. And usually I would cancel it because I don't really know what I'm going to do, but I canceled the last two, and I was not about to cancel a third in a row. So, oh my goodness, that is late for you, man. That is incredibly late, but it means I'll probably get some time back this week, which means I am considering taking a day off and just like streaming the whole day. I work in IT, and something broke this weekend that I was the guy that knew how to fix, so I fixed it. Here we are. So we have automation relatively set up for all of the alloys, right? Yeah, we do. Let me tell it to make one of those and see if it does. It's just going to drain a ton of power, and that's about it. Oh, good lord, is it ever? I might need to upgrade my energizing rods for this. What's the fence made out of? It is a framed fence with the white blocks from Luminax in it. That's what it is. Is Monday a normal stream day for you? Maybe I can plan it better. Yes, Monday is a normal stream day. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday is usually what I do, but here we are. I might be looking for a career change. It sounds like might be for me. Yeah, no problem, no problem. They're cool fences. They're really cool fences. They look neat too. It's got that like void effect on it. I need just objectively more power for that. Which one's this hooked up with to? That's probably why. I assume most of that power is being sent and diverted to the SPS right now. You'll see. Yeah, I don't really love long hours. I worked too much this week and it was not fun. But it is what it is and there's nothing I can do about it, so no use in complaining. I'm gonna go grab my time wand. I finally felt like I had enough set up in this world that I could make tutorials here. So I did the first one here for the time wand over the last weekend, which was exciting. It might be time for increasing power, but the thing I was doing was just making these alloy blocks, which is not super duper important. Point limited. Yeah, it's not getting enough power. Yep. I could upgrade the, what are they called? Energizing rods. But you're right. The problem is just that there's not enough power coming to here, which I'm honestly okay with. Although it should have more. I think it's because there's a limit. Yeah, there's a limit. You're probably right. I bet those cables are limiting it. No, what is it called? The mechanism. I'm looking for the alloy. The atomic alloy, that's the one. Make me like 10 of those real quick. And then I can just upgrade the cables in place. I want to put that out there. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I appreciate it. Live streaming more, such a chill, joyful dude. It's fun to see you enjoy modded Minecraft and all these different ways. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks so much. I do enjoy it. It's fun for me. I don't know why you guys watch. I tell my friends all the time, like, I don't get it. I don't find myself to be like a particularly like entertaining or overly energetic person. But as long as you guys keep watching, honestly, even if you guys didn't watch, I'd probably still. Why is it not? Oh, it's basic. I would probably still do it, but the fact that you guys do watch is just incredible. What's up, Alex? How's it going? Long time no see. How are you, sir? Your own enjoyment? Well, I appreciate you saying that. All right, so then upgrading all the way to these guys. Hopefully that's all of it. Just bypass limit. Pull what you want. So, do I need a surge? I don't understand what's is the limit on these cables that? I don't keep missing the streams. I'm doing well. Just working, playing the game. So it's playing. I was just telling everybody that I ended up doing like 15 hours worth of overtime over the weekend because stuff blew up at work, and I was the guy that knew how to fix the software that broke, so I had to fix it. But it was absolutely awful. Plugs already have bypass limit on them. They already are set to bypass the limit. Not entirely sure why it's not pulling enough. So is it the rods that are limiting? The energizing rods? All right, somebody ask me next stream if I've exchanged my escape key because I need to do that. Okay, so one of the many things that I did this playthrough is anything I did in the last playthrough, I tried as hard as I could to not do in this playthrough. So last playthrough, I went stupid hard on all of the mystical agriculture stuff. So I tried to focus more on bees for anything I could in this playthrough. Last time I used ender gates, so this time I'm using the flux networks. So that's why. You mind giving us a tour of your progress? Sure. Hostile neural networks. Industrial foregoing. You got a lot of AE2 stuff. These are the old AE2 AutoCraft things. These are the new ones. Quantum computer. I have 2 of these 3x3 setups. for a whole bunch of different MA seeds. This is everything for mechanism. Literally everything, with the exception of the fission reactor and the SPS, which are over there. We've got my ME controller, a whole bunch of power from there. And then I've got like some teleport pads, but that's basically it. Get your SPS and then your fission reactor as well, which is turned off, but only exploded once. Actually, no, it didn't ever explode. I just broke one of these guys that caused some things to leak into the environment. You're like the most entertaining content YouTuber on the modded Minecraft community. Keep up the good work. That is so kind. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And you got a little MA farm out here. This is like my guilty pleasure. I guess I made it even though I said I wasn't going to, so it's there. And then this is the house so far. It's been a while since I've updated it. The goal is to go eventually for a skyscraper. With the warehouse kind of skyscraper look. And then I put my logo on the front of it too, just for the sake of it. What's the difference between AE2 and refined storage? There are several. The important one is that AE2 has what's called channels, meaning that each side of the controller here can give you 32 channels, and certain items that you connect to those channels, I guess, take channels. For instance, this cable right here doesn't pass an infinite amount. It passes 32. And I can only connect 32 different items that take a channel to this thing. So like an import bus takes a channel, ME drives take a channel, quantum crafters take channels, ME requesters take channels, but because of all the different surrounding mods for AE2, there's a whole lot of functionality as far as auto crafting really quick, making sure your system already has a certain amount of something all the time, those kind of things. Yo, what's up, Caldando? How's it going? How are you? Yeah, channels, and then there are like disks. So you can have item storage disks. This is where we're moving to. You've got infinity cells, radioactive cells, chemical cells, fluid cells, all of that. Bunch of stuff. How did you do the diagonal and the logo for the building? Oh, okay. So it is a framed slope from framed blocks. So framed, all of these are actually framed blocks, and then I use the Luminax or blue concrete and gray concrete for those two. So it's just a framed block that has an angle. I could probably have the AutoCraft still in here. Yeah, so it's these guys right here, the frame slips. So then you just come on this side and place it this way. What block is the white? It is a white block by Luminax. I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying A2. Maybe if I try the new, I don't know. Yeah, I've heard good things about refined storage too, but I've also heard that it's not quite ready for ATM10 yet. And I'm also not sure if they're going to add it this late in the game, because I feel like ATM10 has been in a really solid, steady state for a little bit now. But I don't know. Thanks. I searched a good block, found just inverted stuff. Yeah, I feel that. But so yeah, that's where we're at right now. Last episode, we took some time to go through the quest line and kind of figure out where we are as far as what else we still have left to do for the All the Mod Star. And there's quite a bit still here. However, we were a lot further along than I thought, which was kind of exciting. I think one thing we're going to try to do in this episode today is probably get this done. One of the things I need to do is go through and do PneumaticCraft, which I kind of want. No, we may not do this one. I need to do PneumaticCraft, but there was a specific request that I make a video on that, and so I may end up making that in like an actual video, just like, hey, I need to get this done, so let me walk through the whole thing. I know a lot of people prefer AE2 if they can handle it, but RS2 has its perks kind of. Refined storage is just simpler. That's all there is to it, really. It is a lot simpler, and I'll be the first to admit that. Because I learned ME first, I knew how to do it already, so it wasn't that bad. But I will be the first to admit that refined storage is just a lot easier. They had to create a week ago, so if you ever know, yeah, it's true. That's very true. Create was added very late in the game as well. So yeah, it's definitely still updating. They're definitely still adding stuff, but less and less. Like it's been on .41 for a while now. Man, I don't even know. I kind of wanted to do that one, but we're not there yet. I know I don't have enough for all of that yet. But that one's coming very quickly. I could do Patrick Star, but I have to build the Runic Star altar, or I could do mechanical crafting for that. That might be the way to go. Kind of just need to pick one and go for it. Piercing, Vengeance, Focus. None of those things are difficult, so let's do this. Let's start with that. We're going to start doing some EvilCraft, I think. So, piercing, but I need to be here. This guy. We're going to set up some auto crafts for all this real quick. Some of it I already have. Lopped coarse fruit, we need to set one up for real quick. Throw it down here. Is the water creditable on the Mechanical Crafter 2 or just the Patrick? Is the star craftable? No, the star is not craftable. It's just the Patrick Star. Sorry. It took me way longer than I expected after reading the comment to figure out what you were saying. My brain just stopped working. I don't know why. But no, it's just the Patrick Star, and that's, I think, all they intend to do with it. Which is neither here nor there, but the blood orbs, really easy to create, honestly. Step on phone. That's all good. It's all good. Love ATM10 because of all the possibilities. You can go full industrial cyberpunk or go be a wizard. Can't play it yet because I'm saving up for a good PC by summer. Nice. Yeah, all the mods 10 is really, really cool. You can leave it to random and roulette or something. That's fair. Who is the hardest mob boss in ATM10? It's got to be the oh, what are they called? That mod. You guys all know what I'm talking about, but the word Cataclysm. Cataclysm ones are probably the worst. Yeah, it's exactly what I love about it too. And plus all of the different random things that just work together well, that allow you to do crazy stuff. That's a lot of fun too. Yeah, so the Leviathan's hard, but honestly, there's like 3 or 4 different Cataclysm bosses that are just very, very tough. I believe ATM11 may be out sooner rather than later, looking at prior releases. That'd be cool. That would be very cool. The chest monster? Are you talking about oh, what are they called? The mimics? He's hang out on Twitch. Nice. Yeah, that's funny. I will say the ones that I get scared by the most usually are the mimics. Purely because I will sit there and pretend it, like, act like I'm gonna open the chest and then it doesn't open and I try to figure out why and then it bites me. And it scares me every single time. I would like to build a cyberpunk build, but I can't find a good color palette to use. I will say, if you look at the factory blocks, they're really good and look a lot like the cyberpunk stuff. Chest monster, huge pile of chests that naturally occurs in every base and every pack. That's funny. That's funny. That is funny. I see what you're saying now, and you're right. Some of the challenges, ATM10 are fun. It's very similar. Gotcha. Gotcha. Chest monster, mostly vanilla. bunch of chests in a place, sort them out, everything. Yeah, that's why I speed run AE2 almost every single time. All right, so I gotta start with blood magic. What is that one called? It's EvilCraft. EvilCraft. So I need to make Promise of Tenacity 1. Missing a couple things for it. Well, that doesn't seem right. I need a block of iron to go through first. Okay, I can do that. Iron. Throw it in here. Need some blood. Fill that up. That is incredibly unfortunate. At EvilCraft. So I need to make one of those. Oh, what are they called? The syringe looking things? I also need to set up autocrafting for those, for the orbs. So pattern coding first. Empty orb. Create one of those. Is there an easy way to get the blood out of there and back? I know I need the upgrades, but in order to get the upgrades, I have to have the Promise of Tenacity 1. I'm pretty sure. Or at least one of them, right? So Promise of Tenacity 1 would be this, which I have to have this thing completely full of blood. That's actually a good idea, but I don't think it's going to pull out the extra. Hello, how's it going? How are you? Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do this, and then I'm going to grab ME cables, and then I'm going to grab import bus. And then I'm going to set this down right there, link it up. We're going to connect it over here. And then we're going to run some cable to it, and we're going to import everything into the ME system from there. Probably not the best way to do this, or even necessarily the easiest. But it's functional, and it'll clear it all out, and then I can pump it all back in. I should have got the import-export bus that I have. And then I need acceleration cards, because I'm not going to sit around and wait for that to finish. Yeah, the tank definitely would work. No question about it. I don't have a wrench on me, so we're just going to break this real quick. I probably could take it out with a blood extractor as well. But that is an even number. So that should still, yeah, that'll start working through. Do a little speed up on that one. Perfect. All right, so that is part of what we need. EvilCraft, we're looking, Promise of Tenacity 1 is a Bowl of Promises tier 0. Dusted, Crushed Dark Gem, Bowl of Empty Promises is Dark Power Gem. Blood Infuser with a Dark Gem, okay. You need 3 of those. Thank you very much for the subscription, I appreciate it. And then from there, make a bowl. And then from there, I take the dust in the bowl. And then I think that's tier 2. I need the tier 0 one. Dusted Bowl of Promises, tier 0. So this just goes right back in there. Let's see. Started playing ATM10, started an ATM10 playthrough of my own. First time playing through an all the mods pack. I love watching your live playlist. It's been a huge help. I'm so glad. I try to do most everything on here, at least explain what I'm doing at the beginning of each episode. So I'm glad it is helpful. Maybe you can take it out, caved and made the EvilCraft pickaxe so I could get the looting. Now I can't find vibranium. That's unfortunate. Vibranium should be relatively easy to find. It's kind of all over in the nether. Yeah, definitely in the nether, sorry. You almost second guessed myself. Note, you can automate EvilCraft. However, it can be slow. I will probably try to automate as much as I can. But there's not too much that I'm really worried about doing here. So, Promise of Tenacity 1, we're just going to go ahead and upgrade all the way up the ranks here. So, Dusted Bowl of Promises in there again. Empty Promises, so I need this guy to go right back in there. And then more blood. Oh, hey, Stream Elements is working. For those who don't know, I've been working on a lot of stuff to try to make the streams better, specifically starting tomorrow, because we're going to be trying to do some membership goals. But some of it is not working correctly. Like there's a Discord integration that I tried to set up. I'm going to go double check. Anybody tell me if it sent a notification in the Discord or if it did? It did. 4 minutes late. But it did do it. It just didn't tag the right group. Well, 50-50, right? Hey, it kind of worked. It just didn't tag the live alerts group. Whatever. It is what it is. Bowl of Promises tier 1. So to make the Promise of Tenacity, we need that. A gold promise acceptor. So let's grab gold. Gold block. Throw that in there. Let it do its thing real quick. I assume that's enough, unless it does it have to be full again. That's unfortunate. Does it have to? Oh, that's going to be annoying if I have to do this every single time. EvilCraft. To make this guy, need this. It does have to be full every single time. Oh, that's unfortunate. It did. Also would create a blood bee because it helps with auto hephaestus 4. I will do that. That's a fantastic idea. Yeah, it did. At least it sent it. You're so right, Tortson. I love the positivity. I love the optimism intended. It's close. It's very close. Besides YouTube and Minecraft, what is one of your guilty pleasures? So something I do that's for fun. I play a lot of video games, and that sounds like cliche, but I do. And so, like, over the last couple of days, I've been playing a lot of Schedule 1, which is fun. You can output liquid blood from... Oh, that's a great point. That's a great point because I've got it in there now. So I've been playing a lot of Schedule 1, which is something I'm sure you guys have seen a lot on YouTube. A lot of people playing it. Blood. I also got into American Truck Driving Simulator, which has been a lot of fun as well. I think is it importing or exporting? I can't tell if it's pulling blood into the system or not. It is definitely. How do I tell it to stop? Alton, do you stream it? I don't stream on Twitch at all. I stream on YouTube because that's where most of my audience is. I tried streaming on Twitch once and I had like 6 viewers the entire time, so I just didn't do it again. But no, like I got hardcore into it. So like I've got the steering wheel and the pedals, and it's like the nice steering wheel with like the it's got like a whole gear setup inside of it, and it's like motion assisted and like force feedback in all of it. It's crazy. It imports everything that isn't filtered. So I need to filter out blood. And now it puts it in. Okay. That's what we want, because we want it to stay full. Thank you, Tortson. I appreciate it. I love your tutorial. ATM video, man. Stuck several times. Your tutorials helped a lot. Still new to ATM10 though. Any recommendations on what you would tackle first when starting a new world? I usually start with storage. I just across the board start with storage, and then everything else becomes a lot easier from there. Storage and power. Those are the two things I would start with. And then everything else you're good. All right. This should keep us full of blood. I don't... Did it make the thing or no? I don't think it did. I think it ran out of blood. So let it get to 40. And then this should start, right? Yeah, there we go. Awesome. This blood will get imported too if you don't filter it. That's okay. That's fine. It should start putting it in here. But you're right. If I want to have it fill using that, we're going to put that there. Dump this in here. Let it fill up. Okay, so we got the gold one. EvilCraft. I also do a lot of woodwork. Just FYI. Like I build tables and stuff, which is a lot of fun. Oh, it's pulling the condensed blood into there now. Very interesting. That works just fine with me. I have not heard of Truckers MP. Trying to make sure I don't miss anything else. Yeah, I've spent a lot of hours. My friends laugh at me every time because I drive like an absolute psycho in Truck Driver Simulator, because my goal is to get from point A to point B as quickly as I possibly can, not necessarily as safely as I can. But I usually get there pretty quick, and rarely do I take any damage. But it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Mostly just as like a, I don't know, something else to do on the side. Yeah, storage always becomes a mess. So if you can like actually get your storage nailed down ahead of time, first thing, then it's a lot easier. Finally set up hydroponic beds with soul surges. What would be your recommendation for the first couple ones? I don't want to get every MA seed in there eventually. You're going to need a lot of storage for that. So let's start there. Second of all, the ones that I have are pertinent to like things I'm doing. And so all of these seeds here are pertinent for me creating item storage cells. So you got your glowstone, your redstone, your Certus quartz, anything like that is going to be in here. These ones I built entirely because I knew I needed a lot of power. And so I wanted to make a whole bunch of these nitro reactors. And so that's what all of these seeds are for. So it really depends on what you're going to do. But they're awesome to have, and they grow a ridiculous amount of stuff. Drawers do help a lot. The drawers do help a lot. Got to give you credit there. Where is the syringe? These guys, blood extractors. I need to make a lot of them. But in order to do that, I'm going to have to set up some. So blood extractors, that's easy. Spikes. How do you make those? That's not bad. I'm out of patterns. Perfect timing. Luckily, this is the last one I think I need to make for these, but I'm just going to make one really big blood extractor. Because that's really all you need. EvilCraft. Make 100 of them. I don't have enough dark gems. Dark gems in the mining dimension? I want to say they are, but I'm not sure. Man, I'm missing so many chats. John, a great short time being here. Please continue to be awesome. Thank you for streaming. I remember to check stream Wednesday. Heck yeah, thank you very much. Advise setting up all the seeds, soul surging, just soul surging the ones you need. Yeah, I would soul surge the ones you need, or at least start with that. If you want to do all of them, just to say you did all of them, go for it. But you likely will not need all of those resources. It will just take up space. Are there dark gems in here, or am I searching in there? That is not. That's monzonite. I can't remember if they are. I mean, if they are, they're probably lower, right? What am I doing? What? Give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna need almost digital miner. What? Yeah, you're right, Tortzen. That's what we're gonna do. I don't know where my digital miner is. Oh, it's... Give me a little bit of credit. It's been a long week. Wouldn't know where my digital miner was if it smacked me in the face. All right, dark gem. What is the block called for that? Where do you get dark gems from? It's I mean, dark something, right? We're just gonna search EvilCraft. And then whatever looks like an ore, dark gem ore. That's what we need. Okay. Drag you over. What is it? New filter. Item stack. Save. This is the easy way to do it. I know I could do it with like the ores, whatever. But that should work just as well. Well, maybe not. Maybe no dark gems. There's dark gem ore. Okay. If it doesn't work here, that means that I actually just did something wrong. I don't think I did anything wrong though. I don't know why it said there were 0. Yeah, I just don't think they're in the whatever mining dimension. Because there are a lot. Not any there. If I could never pick up another Easter egg again, I would be a very happy person. Really? Digital miner didn't seem to find any in there, but as soon as I moved it to here, using the same configs and settings, suddenly found them all. Yeah, I mean, I get the concept of it. Sure. Hate it. I absolutely hate Easter eggs. It's just, it's so annoying to have to pick them up over and over and over and over again. Like, EvilCraft. Blood extractors. Make me 100. Available 30. Did nobody see me just put a bunch? Where did I put them? Why would I do that? Somebody tell me why I would do that. Why? Why am I hitting that instead of the button for the universal console? Yeah, I did. I did put them all in a backpack. You're totally right. Make 200 of these real quick. And then we're going to combine them all together. For those who didn't know, this is by far the best way to make blood extractors, because it doesn't matter how many you include in here, it all just adds to the total. So they're now all combined, and I can store 1 million blood in this one thing. And this is still going to have been running. Woo! Okay, just in case I ever need dark gems again. Now, what I can do is I can come over here. And do I have to hold it? I think I just have to, it has to be in my inventory, right? Well, that's just gonna kill everything too fast. Let me get some hits in, guys. I don't need a lot, I just need a little. My goodness. Kills all these mobs almost instantly. How much we got? That's not a lot. Make a dark gem bee? That's cool. Yeah, that way you don't have to run around with like a whole bunch of like single blood extractors. I do really like that they made that. I'm sure there's a cap at some point, but I've never reached it. And I mean, you saw how cheap that was to make, I don't know, how 1 million? So I think I made 200 blood extractors total, and the blood cap for it is 1 million. Definitely recommend doing that. How hard is the blood bee to make? Yeah, I think you're right. It probably is just an energy limit. Like with anything, there's always a max. Like even the quantum sword has a max, even though it says it doesn't. It does. Is the bloody bee hard to make? Take a look real quick. Assume it's not EvilCraft. Bloody bee. Oh, it's a spawn egg one. So bloody bee spawn egg. Nomad bee spawn egg with blood orbs all the way around. That is so incredibly easy. The mod is kind of annoying. I mean, yeah. Compared to some others, though, I don't know if I can use that word. You know, like EvilCraft versus modern industrialization? EvilCraft's a breeze. So the other thing I need to do is I need to set this in here and then use a fuzzy card. So that way it doesn't pull this guy out and it'll allow all of this. No. This is supposed to go here because I want it putting blood in here. Yeah, that's right. Perfect. Oh, Forbidden Arcanus. Yes, no, that one is kind of annoying. No, you're right. Forbidden Arcanus would stack like that. I totally agree with you. That one is kind of annoying, and it's just difficult to understand in general. I don't know why they made it difficult. I need 8 orbs. Empty orbs, perfect. Okay. Oh, that checks out. It's pulling the blood extractor because I have it in the import-export bus. Fair enough. Okay, so speed that up a little bit. Do I have a nomad bee? Surely. No. I do not have a nomad bee. All right, so we're gonna have to go find a nomad bee. Dude, those blood orbs take a lot. Okay, but we got all 8 that we need. Okay, make sure I'm not missing anything. Are you doing the store the MI way or the create way? I have an internal struggle. I hate modern industrialization, but I need to make a video on how to do it right. Not the way I did it last time. I'm probably going to do both. There's so much working backwards that you have to do in it that it becomes incredibly tedious. I have a question. Is it possible to wirelessly transport items from a farm to your ME system? Yeah, so I'm doing that right now. What I have, this is an ender chest, which means that all the items in here will be accessed from anywhere. And those items, you can see there's a lot of items going in there that show up in there and instantly disappear. 2 ways to do this. Ender chest, then goes to something like this. My example here, ender chest with an import bus on the bottom of it, pulls everything directly into your ME system, right? So that way it basically wirelessly transfers all of the items to here and they all go into your system. Second way to do this is what I did up here, where you have your ender chest item pipe everything into a storage controller for like functional storage. But the ender chest is the way I would do that. 9 stars with MI, 9 stars with create. Honestly, that's not a bad idea. I actually really like that. I did see the Refined Storage 2 update. I have not actually watched Chosen's video on it yet, but I need to, and I have seen that it is out there. I need to go get a nomad bee. That's what we're doing. I need a bee cage. But no, doing 9 and 9 is actually a crazy good idea. Y'all, what's up, Squirrel? How's it going? Yeah, ender chest and importer is the way I would do that. Nomad bees are in deserts, right? Nomad bee. Egg nest along the actually mining bee. Is ATM10 your favorite mod pack? It's the one I'm playing right now. If I were to pick a favorite, it would probably be Be the Beast Revelations, probably. For the pure nostalgia effect of it. I gotta turn hover on. This is gonna take too long. What else? Did you see? I did see that. Yeah, that video might be 4 hours long, but we'll have to see. I have no clue. It is a lot to cover. It is a lot to cover for sure. I need a nature's compass. Actually, we already found a desert. I remember flying to it because it's this little spot in the ocean that turned out to not actually be the desert. Am I on the wrong one? Yeah, it's this one. Bingo. Desert. All right, show me a nomad bee. I would love it to just be flying around. If it's not, I will break down and build a nest. I scroll. Oh, maybe. I don't know how many dogs are watching the stream, but maybe. Probably mostly nostalgia too, but Sky Factory 3 was peak. I've heard good things. I don't think I ever played it though. Ashy mining? What is that? That is the ashy mining bee. Which means that there should be some close by. You. Chocolate mining. Chocolate mining. What are you? The mason bee. There's a lot of bees, but it's not the one I need. Good. Experimenting with create attribute filters. They can be placed more than tunnels, funnels, smart chutes as far as piping concerned. I don't know. Somebody who knows more about create, because I have to get into it and learn about it still, might be able to answer your question better, and I don't want to provide false information based off of an old version that I barely learned. So I apologize for not knowing, but maybe somebody else will know. Also, when is your doggo on stream? I don't know. Currently, she's in the other room sleeping. But if there's enough interest, I may bring her in here in a little bit. Maybe she'll say bye to everybody at the end. Need the ashy mining bee in a nest, and every time the ashy mining bee gets out, there's a chance a nomad bee spawns. Oh, that's good. That seems easy enough. So I just need to go find where that ashy mining bee is. And then wait till nighttime. Cycle day night a couple times and we're good. I assume it's got to be this one, right? That's chocolate mining. Where's the other nest? Remember watching Sunday? Play Feed the Beast is so fun to watch. It really, yeah, I agree 100%. Is there a way to connect basic storage system to AE2 without the storage bus? As storage bus is banned in my server because of lag. I don't know. That's a good question. Does anybody else know? I can't think of anything else. Like that is what the storage bus is made for. I'm gonna say, how long is that sting gonna last? You're saying I need to get this guy into a nest. I've never heard of it causing lag either. I think that's a little bit wild. But you know what? Each server has their own rules and things and whatever. But that is odd. Ooh, no, it's chocolate mining. Let's see. I didn't think there was either. An import bus. Yeah, the import bus will bring everything from it into the system, but the storage bus is the only thing that allows it to see it. So I should probably take this ashy mining bee home and put it in a whatever. Oh, what are they called? The cages, not cages, nests. Beehive. Thank you. Recursive crafting with a create is 2 belts aside, funnels. Oh my goodness, y'all are crazy. I don't even understand what you're saying. Hello, it's my first modded Minecraft mod pack. I'm new to AE2, didn't understand how to make autocraft sometimes. What can you do to help? I have several videos on it. Is there something in particular that you're struggling with, or like one of the setups that you don't understand? Because I can help with that. But there are 2 videos specifically dedicated to how auto crafting works and how to set up fast auto crafting setups. I don't know. I've asked my server owner. That's why it's banned. Gotcha. That's weird. That's odd. But no, storage bus. It's kind of like a one of a kind kind of thing. If it causes lag because someone is stupid. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, my friend, I'm starting ATM10. I got unobtainium, but now I need to go to the other. But I can't find where it is. The other. Oh, sorry. Here. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to slash home. We're going to take this guy. We're going to put him in a hive. Empty hive. Does it still work if it's like one of these hives? Like if I assign him to this, he'll go in, right? And then he'll come back out. That's what we want to do, right? Auto crafting. Auto crafting will help you find that. AE2 will work as well. Both of those will show you how to set up patterns, as well as the early game auto crafting setup, which is this, and then the end game setup, which is that and that. Mining dimensional portal in the nether. That's exactly right. This goes to the mining dimension. If you put exactly that item down inside of the nether, like this guy right here, you will find yourself in the other, which is right here. Be careful, it's not exactly the easiest dimension in the world. A sand nest, it has to be a sand nest. Well, looks like we're going back. All right, J, here, teleport. That guy kind of hits. All right. So if it has to be a sand nest, I'm going to find a sand nest that is uninhabited. I'm going to set this guy down next to it. Then we're going to sleep and we're going to come back. A lot of players need an ATM10, more to AE2. AE2 is more complex for the RE user, so this might be the reason. Yeah, there's a good chance you're right about that. I don't know. I've never heard of the storage bus causing lag. I could hypothetically see it if somebody's just trying to do a lot of items into like a functional storage system, but like I had like 6 or 7 of those setups on my server and I've never had complaints about lag. Here's one. Ashy mining bee. Let me just make a sand nest. Sand nest. Make one of those. One of these. Sit down. That guy will go in it. We will slash home. We're gonna sleep. We're gonna slash back and hope we get a nomad. Why don't you just add sand nests in your base? A couple. I don't know. In my head, at least, some of those bees only spawn in certain locations. It's probably the wrong way of thinking about it, but ashy mining. If I poke him out, he gets mad. But still no of the other bees. Maybe I'm just gonna fly around and see if I can get the rest of the ashy mining bees out for the day. Like that's one. Any nomad bees? Any idea what the percentage chance of that happening is? Ooh, never mind, we're good. Don't worry about it. No! I was fooled. That's basically what the nomad bee looks like. But apparently that was not it. Chocolate mining. Why is this the hard part? I feel like this should be the easiest part of this entire thing. There's ashy mining bees everywhere. You can also tick accelerate the nest too. That's fair. A small chance, set up 10 nests in a spot and waited a bit. What's a hive upgrade to switch it up to blocks? It's the Omega upgrade. There's also a block upgrade, but the Omega one is the one that speeds it up, does the simulation and the blocks all at the same time. All right, so I'm just going to need to set up a whole bunch of sand nests and then use honey treats on them. And then tick accelerate them. Roots Classic Crystal Staff, excellent accelerator that works on mobs too. That is fair. That's very fair. I didn't realize how cool it was until I actually used it after I made the Time Wand video. But it seems like it's a pretty solid alternative to the Time Wand. It's also not that hard to make. Try using honey treats and keep speeding it up till the nomad bee spawns. That's a good idea. Where did I put that nest down at? Because I feel like it was around here somewhere. I just can't find it. There's the ashy mining. Another one. There should be a ton of sand nests. Honestly, I'm just gonna... I wanted to find the two, but I'll settle for one at this point. What the heck? All right. Low to the ground. I can't slash back because I already did that. To go back to exactly where the two nests were. How do you get blood early in EvilCraft? You kill mobs while holding a blood extractor. If you have one bee, you can spam chicken eggs in an incubator and get 1% of the genes from Pokeball. Yeah, you're absolutely right, but I need one. That's the problem. Like, I still need at least a single nomad bee spawn egg. Yeah, you go back to your hive. There it is. Okay, so there's a hive here somewhere. There it is. Excellent. So now what I need to do... We're going to take accelerate. I didn't even provide the honey treats yet. Yep. All right. Honey treat. And then tick accelerate the heck out of it. Perfect. A lot of ashy mining. Do I get a nomad bee from this or no? Like, is that even a possibility? Or am I just going to get a ton of ashy mining bees? Because currently, doesn't look like the nomad bee spawns here. We got a chocolate mining bee. Can I kill? Yeah, you have to kill them yourself, but with the blood extractor in your inventory somewhere, and then you're good. Now the nomad bee will go in. Your ashy mining bee will go to explore. That is not possible. Think I was wrong. You need to provide more nests for nomad bees for higher chances. Fine, we will do that. Sand. Nest. We will do that. Can I just get any sort of planks, please? That's only 2. Really, I want like a whole bunch of these. Here's what we're gonna do. Wooden swords for days. Make as many sand nests as I possibly can. Not very many because I think I ran out of sand. Bunch of those. Move a bunch more. Got 7. All right, honey treats. Honey. I need a lot more than that. Bunch of honey treats. Get them all. Oh, these guys are actually already like taking home. So we're trying to get these guys to spawn in here, right? And then after a certain amount of time of them coming in and out of the hives, a nomad bee might spawn. That's all we're doing? Yeah? Okay, some bee variants are just rare spawns, kind of dumb. I agree, especially for an easy bee type like that. I feel like that's really dumb. Ancient playthroughs, how we made progress in the game. I know only basic about 5% know about this mod. I would start with the season 3 playlist. Season 1 was sort of like an early like pre-release kind of playthrough of before most things got added to the pack. So I would start there. Oh no, my mouse died. All right, Neon Cuckoo Bee was very rare chance also. That's annoying. Honey treats are for summon, not for in and out. Yes, I know, but if I have a whole bunch of them, they will go in and out quicker, right? Or is that wrong? That's my thought process. Am I just really unlucky? Like, I'm thinking if there's more of them, hopefully it speeds this process up a little bit. Because it does seem like there's a lot more going in and out of the hives. I could be wrong. I will be the first person to admit that I might be going about this the wrong way. Let me see. Maybe it'll be annoying, but create the pattern for the sword. I might do that here in a second. Yeah, you would think that this would be enough, right? Hey, John, I started after a long break of Minecraft with ATM10. Your channel is the best teacher for me. Thank you for the great videos, dude, and greetings from Germany. Well, hello from Germany. And I'm very, very glad that you find the videos helpful. Very happy to hear it. So basically, speeding them up just makes them where they go in and out faster. That's all this is. Am I crazy for thinking I should have at least one by now? They don't claim that, but yes, just one occupant per nest. Yeah, no, you're right, you're right. But, while they go flower on something and come back, the other ones can get in and out of there faster. So that's why I wanted a whole bunch of bees. Now, I don't really care about the chocolate mining ones at all. I might get rid of those, but... well, you're right. This is the wrong way. Build a cage out of ethereal glass, place like 10 nests, only 10 ashy mining bees, and then wait. Changes the entire ecosystem of the biome, breeding crazy bees. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I might be doing that. There's a chance. You can kill the chocolate bees or get them into a cage so they don't lower the possibility. That's a good call. Let me grab some cages real quick. I just am holding a treat, aren't I? 100% I am. Oh, wait. Wait. What is that? Eraser, you were right. Yes. Y'all saw it way before I did, but we got one. That was so annoying. Okay, so incubator, we will use that in a second. First, we got to do this. Then I need to do that. Then I got to take that over here to this. A little bit of that. Grab all of that real quick. In here, we will make this. Then we'll come back into here. Eggs in there. Nomad bee. What are the odds it works without me having to get more eggs? Thinking pretty low. Woo! Nice little bow there. We'll keep that. At this point, oh, the blood bee. That I was gonna say, I have lost track of what we were even trying to do here. Like, that took so much longer than it should have. I need the blood orbs. Found it. Bloody bee. Oh! Pretty sure I have the eyes for threading a needle. Yeah, that was crazy. I got an auto-crafting issue with processors. I use a circuit slicer and crystal assembler to produce my processors. Most time the crafting stucks mid-craft, and when I cancel it, my items are gone. So there's a couple different things that you can do. Your items aren't gone. They're just stuck inside the pattern providers. Depending on which setup you're using. So like for this one, what you can do, the button here to stop all crafting jobs and return to crafting ingredients. That'll help you out. Or you can like break the pattern providers and you'll get all of those extra items back. Not necessarily optimal, but if you, it shouldn't be that bad. I don't know what your patterns look like, but if you want to go through and do the world download to take a look at mine, none of mine ever get stuck and it works perfectly. So no, that's exactly how I autocraft them, is with a circuit slicer. The only thing I do have is no, blocking mode I don't even have on, so it just ignores it and just throws everything in there. It gets stuck because the slicer can only produce one circuit at a time. Yeah, and so if you wanted to, you could change this to say to not push crafting ingredients if the inventory contains a pattern input, so just do one at a time. But that's up to you. All right, Bloody Bee, what does this thing flower on? Bloody Bee flowering is hardened blood. So I need to hardened blood shards. So I need like one more of those. Really what I need to do, I think. Can I blood extractor stuff into here? Oh, I can. That's awesome. I hate the Easter eggs. Hardened blood. Do any of these have an extra space, or are they all 5, 5, 5, 5? Darn it. Well, I don't want to break that. Here we go. There's that one. I'm going to need Omega upgrades real quick. So 1, 2, 4 of those. There's a command to turn the eggs off. Is there really? Do you happen to know what it is? I didn't know about the live playlist, but yeah, your guide video is one of the best things I've subscribed to you. Your guide video is so helpful. Put a playlist for all the important stuff. There is actually a video. Or a playlist. I think it titled it ATM10 how-tos or something like that. That includes all of the helpful videos that I've made for ATM10 specifically. Grab those, put them in here. Bloody Bee in there. Double check, make sure everything's working right. It produces, it pulls it out. Make sure I'm getting blood in here. I sure am. Blood is automated. Woohoo! Nope, no commands for eggs. It's hard. No, not for all eggs. Just the Easter eggs. I think that's part of a mod specifically. Solid blood item that looks like a heart. We called embolism. This is my only suggestion, so it'll help people understand more details from beginning to end game. That's fair. That makes sense. All right, so that blood should be exported into here directly. Okay, all right. So back to where we were. Let's do at EvilCraft. I want to make sure we get the Promise of Tenacity 3. Diamond Acceptor. So it's a diamond block with 160. We need a lot of blood. 1 diamond block. That's what I'm looking for. Diamond block. Throw it in there and it'll work. I need this to have acceleration. Because right now it's running really slow. Perfect. Speed it up. Easter's what I was saying. There's no command, but there should be a command. Yeah, I do need acceleration cards in there. You're so right about that. But we got it now. So now I should be able to make this guy after I do this. So I need the Dusted Bowl of Promises. Easy to make. Throw it in there. Done. I should have the highest tier one now. There's always something, you know? Like it can't just be easy. There always has to be something missing that you have to craft up. Pull that one out, put this one in. All right. So that is done. They're from Korea. Yeah, they're from Korea Tombstone. In ATM10 Discord, you could ask the command. I don't know if it's a config file or a command. I think it's a config file. And I don't know if I care enough, but it is just annoying. Like, I just got all of these eggs hanging out in here for no reason. Okay, so what were we really doing with that? EvilCraft does some things. I know I needed the piercing vengeance, these guys. So there are several things that we actually need to make from EvilCraft. So 2 piercing vengeance focuses. Pretty easy to make. Vengeance ring. Okay, so we're just gonna have to do some auto crafting for this. That shouldn't be bad. EvilCraft. The jar you need to change. Message. That's a jar you need to. However, if you want to do holiday stuff, you replace AT&T jar with this one. Oh. Message pin in ATM Discord. Gotcha. It's not a command, it's config change. There's an achievement for eating all colors. Yeah, I don't know if I care about that at all. Like, I don't know. That doesn't seem like it's worth it. I'm gonna need a lot of these for sure. Then I know I've got the piercing vengeance focus. We need to make the normal vengeance focus. And I need the vengeance ring. But all of that should be relatively easy. So from there to make this, I just need blood orbs. So I'm going to put a pattern provider. Probably just use a normal one. Slap that bad boy right on top of here. Like so. And then I think I just have to tell it to import the orbs. I need to create a pattern for blood. Blood orbs. Create pattern. Throw a pattern in there. Do not push if it contains an input. Do you auto export? I do not believe it does, so I probably... No, that should work. Because it'll import it using that, right? Okay, let me see. Quick question. How do you change the colors of your storage drawers? There's this whole... They're called framed storage drawers. There's so much to it. Framed... they are these guys right here, framed drawers. There are 4 slots available where you can put different things in there to change different colors. But like one of them's the inside color, which I changed to black. The other ones are like the outside color or like a frame color. There's a lot you can do with it, but they're the framed drawers. I believe there's a way to set them up to auto drop. Forget what mod that adds it. Learn to enjoy Easter games in games. They're too expensive to hit IRL anymore. That's fair. That's fair. Eggs are way too expensive. Cable it. They have gotten incredibly pricey. You're so right about that. Okay, so I'm going to accelerate blood. Thanks so much. I've been looking for like 2 days. Yes, no problem. What I'm here for. To try to help wherever possible. So now, I should be able to make these. Theoretically, I need 2 of them per star. So 32. It just did. Oh, I didn't plug it in. I do so much dumb stuff. Cable. Like, I was about to be like, why the heck isn't this work? It's not working, John, because you didn't plug it in. EvilCraft. Piercing vengeance focuses. 32. Pattern provider needs a channel. Yes, you're so right. You're so incredibly correct that is what's going wrong. So then, problem's going to be that I don't have enough blood, but it won't return anything until it gets there, unless it's just throwing it back in the system, which it's not. Good, good, good. Smartest me. Yeah, exactly. I need 36, 18. You're so right. Not 32. Yeah, I'm good at math, I promise. Not in fact good at math, apparently. But what I can do, keep accelerating these so we get a ton. What I really need to do is grab my pokey upgrade and put it in here. Because that is what's going to give me more bloody bees, which I think is going to matter because I definitely need a lot. Gonna speed this up and let it do its thing quicker. Okay, blood orb is not getting pulled back. Is it because it thinks it's the same as this? Is it because it has anything to do with blood? Yeah, you're right. I do need 36. You're totally correct. Are you not entertained? You probably can. Soul Surge it, you're right. I'm not crazy worried about doing that yet, though. As long as it gets enough of those. Bottom face only. Now, yeah, so it would take a while for that specific gene to spawn. However, if I keep speed accelerating it like this, it usually doesn't take too terribly long. How are you so good at ATM10? How do you easily defeat the other library structure room? There's a couple different ways to do it. The easiest way is to get invisibility. You also can use the digital miner to go through and break all of the spawners for you, which gets you the spawners. The other way is just to use apotheosis and get a really, really strong armor and a sword that can one-shot anything. And that'll help a lot. I do think it's the fuzzy card, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to give up the fuzzy card yet. Like, I'm kind of still using it. Because if I put this in here, then it'll put the blood in there and not extract it. I don't know. We'll see. They fixed the spawner harvesting method. By fixed, do you mean disabled? What exactly do you mean by that? No, give me that back. It's not possible anymore? Darn it. That was the best. I hate that they do that. Every time I find something cool, I try not to talk about it, but it inevitably gets found out. People patch it. It was awesome. For those of you who don't know, basically what it was is the ability for a digital miner to go in and break every single spawner within a certain radius and give it to you using Silk Touch. So it gave you a ton of the crazy spawners that are in that that building. And as far as I could tell, the digital monitor can't detect spawner. You know what we could do? For the sake of doing it, because this is already taking a lot of time, I mean, we could go test. And then, what was the... I need a plug. Flux plug. Yeah, that'll work. No, that's the wrong thing. Point. Flux point. Let's go try it out. We're gonna go see if it still works. No. So there's one specific one. I did it one time. I haven't made a video on it because I'm still playing through it. And I don't want them to patch it yet. How do I get up? Right through there. There's a hole. Not there. There it is. So hard to see in the other. But I'm pretty sure MBT tag off the spawner in the filter. Possibly. I need my structure compass. Explorer's compass. We're looking for a dungeon. That way. So I did it a little bit differently than just that. That might be the better way to do it, depending on if it's functional or not. There we go. All right, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna set this guy down right there and hover off, plug her in, turn hover back on apparently. Here we go. That one. Then we're gonna stand on top of it real quick. All right, so here's what I did. Config. We're gonna try your way first. Spawner. If you new filter. Stack, grab, monster spawner, drag it over, save. Theoretically, that should work. But I didn't do it this way. I can't tell if that did work or not. Don't forget the Y level. Reset config. That should all be correct. Yeah, that's as big as it can get. Monster spawn. I can't tell if it went through and instantly mined them all or not. The fact that they're still spawning makes it seem like it. No, it definitely did not. Okay. So what I did, and it's like you're saying might have been patched. Where the heck is my backpack? Backpack. Grab that so I can eat. All right, so what I did is if you, what is it? I think it's F3H, advanced tooltips, and then you go into here, and then spawners. If you look for in here, it shows you all the tags that are associated with this. The one that I did was Minecraft features cannot replace. And so probably found but didn't break. I agree. It seems like that's exactly what happened. Yep, found but didn't break it. So we reset, we config, new filter. So that means it is finding it, which means they probably did patch it, which is unfortunate. But it is hashtag Minecraft. And then where's it at? Colon. Well, that didn't work. Features underscore cannot replace. Doesn't. So do I have to put the C before it probably? What's the format for this? Control. No hashtag, just that. Yeah, okay, so then I did this one. Let's disable monster spawner. We go back, we start. Finds it all, doesn't mine them. It has been patched. That is so incredibly unfortunate. It was the best way to cheese this thing before. Oh well, what are you gonna do? It didn't mine and it only mined certain blocks in the dungeon. Yeah. Well, what you gonna do? Find something fun. All the mods takes it away. It was certainly the coolest way to go about doing it, though. I'll put all those back in there. So 27 of them. Expecting some more blood orbs, but we don't have enough blood yet. Okay. So keep that going. Let's go see if we have any more. Turn that off. There we go. Turn that back on. Do I have any? Oh, I've got 2. Nice. That's going to take a lot of eggs. Those are so low percentage chances. Yeah. If I get by here with like 50 or less eggs, it'll be a miracle. Okay, so baby incubator, throw that one in there. I need so many eggs. Egg. Grab all of those. Run it through there. This might take a hot minute. Destruction gadget is probably the easiest way if it doesn't destroy the... Yeah, it doesn't destroy any spawners. So I agree. I think the destruction gadget is probably the best way. The best way to have infinite invisibility is by using the infusion pylon. There's one of them. Oh, that was the lowest percentage one too. All right, eggs. How does one create eggs? Keep it going. Got it. Excellent. Get it? Eggs. Excellent. Never mind. I'll stop. I'll see myself out. Don't worry. I need cages. Cages. 2 more bloody bees. Snag them both. Put them both in there. Beat it back up again. Fly back up here. Here in a second, we'll stop doing. There's a very tedious way of filling potion filter with true invis using iron spells. Yes, there is. There's also, I made a video on how to make some really strong potions, and how to make them last longer and do more and all of that fun jazz. Highly recommend watching it if you haven't, especially if you're going to do anything with the infusion pylon. Worth doing. Works perfectly once you set it up. Yeah. But true invis is actually crazy as far as like helping you get through like the dungeon and the other and stuff like that. Very nice. Okay, so that's all of those I need. That's cool. Pierce Vengeance. So that is for the Oblivion Shard. Got 2 things there. The Galgadorian drills are stupid easy to make. It's literally just 8 years worth of auto crafting, which is kind of annoying and tedious, but is not bad. Mace of Destruction. Look into that real quick. You could get it strong with infinity damage. Don't let's have soul surge bees. I wish we could soul surge the bees too. There's so many things that they disabled in this one. Eclipse alloy armor with mind fog kind of works too, but not perfectly. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, how do you make true invis? True invis is this spell right here, this potion from Iron Spells and Spellbooks. If you use an Alchemist Cauldron and Potions of Invisibility, it looks like, and some Shriving Stone. But if you get into Iron Spells and Spellbooks, it's not that bad. It takes an Alchemist Cauldron and not a normal one. That's what messed me up last time. I was using a normal cauldron. So, the mace. Let's make the mace. So, at EvilCraft. Looking for the Mace of Destruction. This guy right here. That's not bad, but I got to set up some auto crafting for it. Mace of Destruction. Let's grab the dark sticks. That's relatively easy. Throw it in there. I just have to get some materialized vengeance essence, which I have some already. Don't know how much. Inverted potentia. What on earth is that? How did I make that last time? Inverted potentia. So that's gonna be one for sure. Then to make that, I need this. And then to make that, I need this. Perfect. Where are we going here? Towards then, after I download the world download, what do I do with the file? It goes into the world section in CurseForge. I'm gonna make sure I'm telling you how to do this right. If you right click on all the mods 10, you click on open folder. It'll take you to that instance. You should just have to paste that into the folder in there that shows, what is it? Saves. Paste it into saves and you're good to go. That should be all you have to do. Okay, so this should be all the patterns I need. Hopefully. Other than maybe getting some more vengeance essence, which is kind of going to be a pain. But that is what it is. Where's my mace? Did I not make the actual pattern for the mace? I don't think I made the actual pattern for the mace. You, this guy. Made all the other patterns. Not that one. Okay, Mace of Destruction. 1. So I'm missing Materialized Vengeance Essence. Go look at that real quick. Materialized Vengeance Essence. I need pattern encoding. I should have all the Crushed Dark Gem and the Vengeance Essence already. I get that by killing Vengeance Spirits. Okay, I have 50 of it. Is that enough? I got a lot of the Crushed Dark Gems too. How do I crush them? Can I just put them through here? Do I have to hit them with a hammer? How do I crush Dark Gems? Melt it? Nope. Nope. A whole bunch of dumb ways, apparently. So we're going to leave that. I'm going to try to make... I need 18 of these. So I need more Crushed Dark Gem and Undead Planks. Is that Dark Stick? That Dark Stick one's dumb. So I need... Give me a second here. I think it can be any planks. I don't think it has to be undead ones. Unless it does. In which case I can. But I don't think it does. So to make dark sticks... No, it is undead planks. It is. You get that from undead wood. So let's redo that one. All right, undead sticks. Crafting patterns done. Undead wood. Do I have enough of those? Undead saplings. Throw that up here. Sapling. So I should be able to now create like 3 of those. Hopefully that's quick and easy. I'll speed that up. Should have them all here pretty quick. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's just not exporting anything. That's fine. Saves. Yep, saves is the place. We're going to do that. I was wondering if that would work the other day. Bone meal. Solution to all of our issues. Cool. All right, undead planks. Throw them all back in there. Now give me the mace now. For undead, get the next bee, lumber bee, elderwood, soul, mineral logs. They're in the future. That's fair. We're making a new world download tonight, so I don't... There are a couple things that have been done since then, but I don't think it's going to be tonight. I don't think there's going to be enough happening. I need to cancel that because it's just going to keep going indefinitely because I took it out myself. But probably before the end of the week, there will be a new one. I just took the stick pattern. And then put that in here. Okay, mace. At EvilCraft. Mace of Destruction. I need 18. Still missing Crushed Dark Gem. So let's grab all of this. And a building gadget. Come out over here, set it down, building gadget on it. do that. There. Did you know you can sleep at sunset? Yes. That is when the sun goes down. I did know that. I'm pretty sure that's the same for vanilla Minecraft too. All right, dump it all back in. That should be more than enough crushed dark gem. Okay, EvilCraft, Mace of Destruction, 18. Wahoo! All I should have to do now is speed this guy up. And your pattern terminal, configure also for only show empty slots so you will have less headache. Pattern terminal. Configure to only show empty slot. Oh, up here, is there a way to do that? Pattern terminal settings. So where would that even be? So it'd be in here. Oh. Show visible pattern providers, only show ones with empty slots. This guy? Is that what we were saying? That does narrow it down quite a bit. I like it. Heck yeah. Great suggestion. Thank you very much. Go throw that back in there and it should automatically keep it in there. I just need more blood. Is that what we're waiting on? I'm going to feed this back into here. It does look like that is our drawback, holdback, whatever. Is there one more I could do on that? No, it is 128. That's fine. Okay. I'll fly back up here real quick. Hey. So I'm going to take the Pokey upgrade out now and replace it back with the Omega one. Omega, because I've got enough to have a full thing worth of these. Also, that is just full pool. I need to probably, if I'm going to do that, I need to be kick accelerating that guy too. Put an importer on the bottom face of the blood infuser. I probably will. Feed it back in through there. Make sure it's doing that right. Then I need 2 honey treats. Put them in here, grab our 2. That's only 1%. Those are so low. Again, if I sneak out of here without using a ridiculous amount of eggs, I will be incredibly lucky. But once we do this, we'll have a full hive full of bloody bees, which will be excellent as far as productivity goes. There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Hey, we got him. Oh, that last one took a lot of eggs, though. Cage. All right, set them both down, grab them both. I'll run them in here real quick. Ink bonk. All right, full hive. Max accelerate. Max accelerate. I'm gonna kind of accelerate these guys real quick. That should take care of it. Why aren't you going for the bee traits with better stats? That is a fantastic question. Most people would. I don't care enough for this. I mean, look at how much blood I'm getting. Like, what's it gonna matter if it's binaural or any of the other things? Like, it's more than I will ever use. Why isn't it working? Or is it working just really slowly? So I have opted for the thought process that if I make so much that I'll have more than I'll ever need, then it doesn't matter if I go through for each bee specifically and optimize it. That's kind of what I'm doing. If that makes any sense at all. 18 empowered inverted potentia. So that should be this. Is it having a hard time making the inverted potentia or what? It's got the slime balls, the inverted potentia, so we've got all of those. It's just not putting them in here. Did I miss something on that? Inverted potentia. Be one of those in here, 6,000, and it should make it. Let me see here. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Can you help me about how I can store fluids with AE2? Yeah, they're fluid storage cells. They are... Nope. 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 These guys. Fluid storage cells. I've got a bunch of them. You don't really need a ton of them, but you can if you want to. I've got some there, but really all of them is getting stored on this right now. Fluid storage cells are awesome. You also can use fluid drawers if you've got your functional storage connected to your AE2 system through a storage bus. What else am I missing? It's Sanguinary, not the blood infuser. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. Sanguinary environmental accumulator. Oh. I see. So I should probably just take it and put it in a normal environmental accumulator, huh? Okay, so that pattern's Garbo. So throw it back in there, and then I'm going to come in here, and we're going to cancel that, and then it probably ate all of the items, and so I'm going to need to come over here. Say stop all crafts and return all ingredients. Then EvilCraft. And I need to grab these things, and I need to go to an environmental accumulator. The nearest one was like over here somewhere, if I remember right. What am I missing? Fair point for me. The weather tolerance and behavior are the most important thing to keep them working all the time. On a server, I see it not being imported though. Yeah, on a server, it's not. This is just a single player, but also with 4 Omega upgrades in there, they just work. You know, like they just do work. And I'm at the point now where I've got enough where I just put 4 Omega upgrades in there and it's like really cheap for me. So that's kind of where I'm at, but that's why I don't go for the maxed out traits for any of the bees. Where on Earth is an environmental accumulator? I've got, there it is. Okay. Like I know I have several near me. So basically what I need to do, correct me if I'm wrong. Throw that in. No, do I have some sort of magnet on? I've got the last 2. Why is it not going in there? What am I doing wrong here? You also set up an automatic day, weather clear with Rs or occultism. I could, you're right. If you want them working all the time, do them in the end. What am I missing here? Fluid drawers are great. Fair point for me. The weather. Yeah, that's fair. I couldn't get it to work either. You throw a normal potentia on the ground and hit it with a charged snowball. I mean, sure. So, snowballs. Bring them over here. Pop a couple in there real quick. And then grab the charged snowball out of there. Is it only one at a time? No, give that back right now. Okay. So you said we come over here, drop them on the ground. Is it one per ball? Oh no. Whoa. So it works. I have to make some more though. Don't do a lot at once. Do them one at a time. Note to self for next time. I needed 18. Okay, so we're just gonna go through. I gotta need a lot more snowballs. Okay, throw that in. Let it do its thing. No. Grab more snowballs. So I got 3 there. I need 18 of these things total. I only have 7. I need to make 1 more. Yeah, well, we do know it works. That's a very good point. That's an optimistic way to look at it. It's unfortunate how we found out, but, you know, that is what it is. It's all good. What are you going to do? It's all a learning experience, really. I haven't kept track at all of how many of these I put in here. We are up to 17 of them, which is more than enough, actually. That would be sick if that worked. Doesn't, but it would be really cool. EvilCraft, give me 1 more. Thank you. 16, 17, 18. So I need 1 at a time. That was the wrong way around. Cool. This is taking forever, but at least it's functional. I just don't want them to burn up like that first set did. Actually, I don't know if it burned up or if it just wasn't smart enough to tell it was a stack. Because some of these manual in-world transition kind of things just aren't smart enough to tell that there's multiple items. Which is fine. But man, it would have been good to know before. All right. I have 18 of them now. So now can I make my 18 maces? Sure can. So I think I have to take each one of these and fill them entirely up with blood in order for it to actually work correctly. But that should go pretty quick because I think it's just 4K for each. Well, that's not exactly what we wanted. Me back. Thank you. Can I can. All right, 18 fully charged blood maces. Woo! All right, what else? Is there anything else? I've got that. EvilCraft. Lightning bomb's easy. Dark tanks, I've already got the auto crafting set up for. Lightning bomb. How hard is that to do? I think you can do it with AE2 reactor. AE2 reactor. I don't understand that. What reactor are we talking about? Dark tank. I'm going to need more of those. I don't know where the auto... There it is. Make 20 of those because I'll need them later. Oh, let's go back. Quick. EvilCraft because I need lightning bombs. So let's make auto crafting for this. TNT, auto crafting for this. The lightning grenade is relatively easy. But it does need thunderstruck weather. But we can manipulate that however we want. So since I need 18 of these, I'm going to need 18 weather containers. But apparently I don't have auto crafting set up for that. Weather containers, perfect. So basically I just have to go back to that environmental accumulator and get a whole bunch of daytime ones. Already have one. 17's fine. 17 plus the one that's there. Why does it not like it? Whatever. Should all be the same. But we're going to sleep real quick so that way I get started. What is it? Daytime? Sunny ones? I don't remember, but it should be something like that. And then we're going to slash back. You're going to dramatically increase the speed on this. And then we're going to throw them in. Why is this hurting me? Is there a reason you don't use R patterned recipe pre-craft? I just forget to, honestly. So what am I doing here? Anybody have any clue what's going on? Because I'm so confused. Nausea. Failing. EvilCraft failing. What does that mean? Did I do too much? Did I fly too close to the sun? Evil radiation effect. Okay, so is that why the lava spawned next to me too? Wild. Well. Can I grab a bucket? How long is this gonna last? 13 seconds. I'll deal with it for 13 seconds, whatever. I have the weather containers I need now. So next, we're gonna go back to EvilCraft. Any easy way to find beehives? There's like a beehive compass kind of thing that helps you with that. Do you know how to repeat the same craft that you just crafted? I'm pretty sure it's spacebar, right? Or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is. Yeah, if you're just looking for beehives in general, then go to the flower forest. Yeah. But there is a compass that does point you in the right direction if that's what you're looking for. Okay, weather containers. I need to make the lightning grenades. Lightning grenades. I think I made way too many of those, actually. I think it makes 8 per thunderstruck. So that one, and then also thunderstruck, I will need this one, I believe. If I throw both of these in here, I should be able to say, craft me 18 of these, and we should be good, hopefully. Although, I've had a bunch of issues with these actually transfer, and it doesn't look like it took them. Yeah, no, it didn't. Okay. We're just going to cancel that. We're going to make them ourselves. So, I needed... beehive, yep. Okay, so... at EvilCraft... but to make the different weather containers, empty. So we're going to make this one first. I've got 5 thunderstruck now. I should have made the other one first, because this one's definitely the easier one to do. The only problem is it leaves the buckets. Okay, that's going to take 18 years. Can I just make them? I can try, but it doesn't work. Wonder why. That seems odd. Like, I feel like that should work. I'm just going to make a whole bunch of buckets of water then. That way I don't have to keep doing this over and over again. I can find the other one I want. What is the keybind for crafting the same thing again? I remember there is one. And I feel like it would be incredibly helpful right now. It's not space. Tab. I have done apotheosis already, yes. Doesn't look like it's tab either. I actually did a ton with apotheosis. I've got a sword that can one-shot basically anything. Tab or space, but I'm not sure it works with AE. Gotcha. Shift middle click. It doesn't seem to be working there either. 8. I don't remember how many of these I needed. But I probably already have plenty. Let's take these, put them here, grab some glowstone real quick. Do 9 more of those. That'll make me 18 of these. Start it up. It should just work. All right, maybe not. Maybe it just doesn't like anything to do with EvilCraft. I'm gonna have to do all of that myself. Which is fine. I mean, you know. Just means I gotta grab my Thunderstruck. Where are they at? Here they are. And then some Ender Pearls. And surround it. Make a bunch of these. And then from there, go back, drop them all in here. How about now? Oof, okay. Got lightning bombs. I think that's the last thing I needed for EvilCraft. What we got here? Why not just make a pattern and craft? I mean, I tried making a pattern for some stuff, and it has a pattern actually already. The patterns for EvilCraft just literally don't work, and I don't know why. They just don't, though. Probably need substitution off for those recipes. Yeah, you're probably right. That honestly, but I think I have all substitutions to say by default. No, I have substitutions on. You're probably right. That was probably exactly what was causing it. But let's go double check real quick. EvilCraft. Yeah. Piercing Vengeance focuses. Let me grab those real quick out of here. EvilCraft, where are they at? I've got 36 of them. Should be the last one. Yeah, we've done everything for EvilCraft now. Let's go. Can I make the Chain of Souls? Chain of Souls. This guy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 Chains of Souls. That's done now. Making really good progress there. Do I have... I think I've got all of those I need. That was the issue. You need fluid substitutions on? Yo, what's up, JBD? Hello, how's it going? Tony, welcome in. Congrats on making it to the live. I haven't got EvilCraft. I'm suffering through modern industrialization first. You poor soul. Honestly, that... I feel bad for you. I really do. Modern industrialization is rough. But... there are some ways you can make it faster. Hopefully you've watched some good videos out there on how to speed through a lot of the early parts of it. Because if not, I feel bad. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How's it going, Jonathan? Well, I was stuck with a water bucket. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, MI can be a lot. Like a lot. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Making sure nothing is breaking at work because it has every day for the last 3. I think we're okay. Perfect. Okay. Work has been the worst lately, let me tell you. Absolutely awful. Let me see here real quick. Working through MI now. It's so long. Glad I set up my fluid automation before I started. Yeah, for real. My time fluid automation, because it does make it so much easier. It is unbearable without that. You are so right. Okay, so all of that is to get this Oblivion shard. I have no clues how close we actually are to getting the Oblivion shard. Do I have an autocraft for that yet? Oblivion shard. Not yet, but we have a lot of the things for it. Eternal Stella is not going to be hard. How hard is it to get this Void Forge thing? Void Core? Or the Meat Shredder? Because all of that's Cataclysm, right? Trying to do everything at once takes too long. Yeah, for real. John, has anybody ever told you the GOAT? These streams make a day at work go by so fast. Thank you so much, Alex. The word, you're very, very kind. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you saying that. Tony Play, you make it in the Hephaestus Forge, but you can also get it as a secondary drop from bees. Gotcha. Did I miss a question? Are we answering questions I miss? I'm stuck at Expertified Orbs, how to craft it, and how to make it antimatter. Oh, that's a lot. There's a lot. But yes, antimatter. Antimatter pellets. I have a video specifically for that. I also went through and did it live, how to automate all of it using these advanced pattern providers. This is probably the better way to do it than what I showed in the video, but I would probably watch the video on how to do it and then watch the live where I set up all of the patterns for these things specifically. That way it's more condensed. I kind of made like a spider web worth of cables last time. That's not the way to do it. Easy as going to the place and getting them in a Drigme jar. I've never done anything with Drigmes. Is that the way to go? Eternal Stella was annoying until I realized there was a bee for it. Yes, there is a bee, and it's a lot. It makes your life so much easier. Eat Dark Hole from Forbidden, and it eats XP to generate the orbs. Yes. Cataclysm bosses are not too bad. Drigme jar and Profit. I'm going to have to watch how to set up Drigme jars because I've never done that before. Are they difficult or complicated? Drigme... Are they just jars? I'm assuming they're just probably called jars. At ours. Are they those soul jars? No, they're these ones. I just saw them. Where did they go? Jars. There's 3 pages. I could have sworn I just saw the jar. But now I don't know where. This one, right? Containment jars? This is what we're doing, right? We do containment jars, we capture them, and then we put them near Drigmes? Containment ritual, okay. Containment jars, those seem incredibly easy to make. I assume it is used, and this is the containment ritual. Conjuring, manipulation, and an ender pearl. Oh no, that just makes an unstable reliquary. That you don't even have to do that. That seems pretty easy though. All right. We're probably going to start with that tomorrow. As for now, I am exhausted. I've had such a long weekend. I need sleep and I need food. But I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. I apologize for having to cancel the last 2 streams. But tomorrow starts member month. I've got some really cool stuff planned. Actually, before you guys go, a little sneak peek. We got some stuff here. This is not automated. There's no way to automate YouTube member numbers, but you can see it now. And there's just a little sneak peek. Some of the things we're planning on doing. We'll see. And if you guys have any ideas, please feel free to leave them in the Discord for what we could do for like member goals. But those are the ones that I have right now. If you guys like them or hate them or have better ideas, feel free to tell me and like we can come up with other ideas and things like that. But I'm really excited. I think April is going to be a fantastic month. The reason we're doing it in April is because I move at the end of May. We've got all the house science stuff lined up. And so I can do an entire month and just go hard on streaming, hopefully almost every day. Oh my goodness. I didn't include it intentionally because it sounds like torture. But the goal I have is to stream 20 to 25 days out of April. That's kind of my goal. Try to have as many long streams as I possibly can to make this work as well as it can. So hopefully it does. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for the start of this. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you then. Bye.